Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. You must have heard of the news that Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, has said that the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway will return to its original route to avoid destroying submarine cables. Speaking at the third stakeholders meeting of the Coastal Highway project in Lagos, Umahi announced that the federal government will abandon the proposed new routes for the Coastal Highway from kilometer 16 to 25 and return to the original gazetted alignment. Now we'll get to the importance of this diversion later on. The decision was arrived at after a 2-hour session that included presentation and a question and answer segment with representatives of telecommunications companies, residents of Okun Aja community, and other stakeholders. Now, what did this tell us? This is what you get when you have a government that do not follow the due process. If you remember vividly, you recognize the fact that before the demolition of landmark estate, landmark resort, and the other places that they demolished, a reporter with Arise Television had asked Umahi whether the government had done environmental impact assessment and have been given the clear to go ahead with the project. Umahi was doing everything possible to belittle the lady, the reporter. That was in the video where Umahi was saying that I know they hear phone. They hear phone. Somebody, I need an interpreter. Okay. That was a key question, because if the environmental impact assessment was done, they would have known that this route they diverted from the original route that was earmarked for the project, that they have submarine cables at those places, and therefore there wouldn't have been any need to demolish some of the projects some of the properties that they destroyed and the businesses they rendered comatose. It wouldn't have happened, because in that question and answer session that he had, in which that Arise TV reporter asked him about the environmental impact assessment, Umahi claimed that they got temporary EIA, that's environmental impact assessment. That was what he said. Now, how can you get a temporary environmental impact assessment for a project of over 700 kilometers? It's such a gigantic project passing through the coastal region with all this aquatic environment and everything that needs to be taken into account before you go ahead with it. You do the necessary environmental impact assessment. They didn't do it. But now, people have lost properties because of their inefficiency, because of their ineptitude, because of their negligence. And you ask yourself, what is the rush about this Lagos-Calabar Highway. What is the big deal about connecting Lagos and Calabar? What is it that Calabar people are coming to Lagos to come and do? Like I keep saying, if Calabar port is functioning well, Lagos port is functioning on its own. As well, of course, we know that Lagos port have gotten all the attention. All the ports in Lagos are functioning. Calabar port is functioning. What is the business with Calabar and Lagos? What is it that they are producing in Lagos that cannot be imported, that cannot be produced in Calabar? And what is it that somebody living in Calabar should be importing from Lagos if Calabar port is functioning? So what's this so excitement? It wasn't as if there is something special. Perhaps they have discovered one mineral resources in Calabar that will connect Lagos to Calabar. Even in terms of residents, how many people from Calabar are living in Lagos? If it is just to make transportation easy for Calabar people living in Lagos, how many of them? But we just set our priorities wrongly, deliberately, because of selfish interest. Now look at, the government has abandoned the new route they follow. This was the route that was the owner of Landmark Beach was begging them to follow that route, the already gazetted route. They refuse. They refuse. They refuse, and they didn't do the necessary EIA to be able to find out whether they could even proceed through that direction. They refuse, and they demolish properties. A resort that has over $200 million investment. They didn't do due diligence because they were in a hurry to start. That was how, for a project that the National Assembly budgeted only 500 million, they have released 1.06 trillion for it to start. Way ahead of, higher than the budgeted amounts. Ordinarily, if Nigeria National Assembly is a serious body, they ought to have started the investigation. It's even an impeachable offense for you to go beyond what was allocated for you in the budget without consultation with the National Assembly. But they were in a hurry to do this particular project. Meanwhile, there are so many projects in this country that are lying idle. Nothing has been done about it. The Federal Ministry of Finance have not released any money for them. But quick, they have released over 1 trillion naira for the Lagos-Calabar Super Highway or Super Highway. Because of their fixation on the new routes, several people lost their jobs. Thousands of people lost their jobs. Which now brings me to the question, who are the people behind the submarine cable that made Tinubu and co to back away and return back to the old gazetted route? But before I get into that, if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. So, who are those behind the 2 Africa submarine cable? Who are those behind it? The 2 Africa submarine cables, West African cable system. Who are those behind it that made Bola Ahmed Tinubu in his desperation to have that Lagos-Calabar Highway, to abandon that route. They fixated that route in which landmark was located, because they have a fixation with that particular route. What made them revert to the old route, revert back to the original route? Who are those behind the 2 Africa submarine cable, West Africa cable system? 2 Africa submarine. Who are those behind it? Because the people that are behind it are not the kind of people who can trample on their rights without paying dearly for it, both for the country and for his future political endeavors, and both locally and internationally. They have to do the needful. They have to do the right thing. Well, the 2 Africa submarine cable system is a consortium of companies that Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Co. cannot trample upon like they did to Landmark. Now, the consortium include major telecommunication companies and technology firms around the world, such as China Mobile International, a subsidiary of China Mobile Limited, one of the largest telecommunication companies in the world. Number 2 among the consortium is Facebook, now Meta. Which is a leading technology company known for its social media platforms and increasingly involved in global connectivity projects. Number 3 is MTN Global Connect, a division of MTN Group based in South Africa. Number 4 is Orange, a French multinational telecommunications corporation. Number 5, Saudi Telecom Company, STC, the largest telecom company in Saudi Arabia. Telecom Egypt, the primary telecommunication company in Egypt. And Vodafone, a British multinational telecommunication conglomerate. Number 8 is WIOCC, the West Indian Ocean Cable Company, which provides high-capacity interconnectivity solutions. These are the people behind it. And when Bola Ahmed Tinubu found out those behind this, obviously, they have to follow the original gazetted route that they would have followed earlier on and save properties like the Landmark resort. When they realized what it could cost the government if they had to go ahead and bulldoze their way the way they did, they backpedal, because they understand that power pass power. This is because, given the scale of this project, that's the 2 Africa submarine system, if Tinubu had gone ahead and damaged the submarine cable, Nigeria would have paid damages that run into billions of dollars. That's what Nigeria would have paid. And they cannot give excuses. It's not like Landmark and other people, they can trample upon their right and pay them peanuts. They will pay, and Nigeria will pay the price for their carelessness. But they realize the consequences and they now reverted to the old gazetted route. But at the end of the day, what this development is just a reminder to all of us that this is what a country gets when a government does not follow simple rule of law, transparency, and accountability. The whole project is also shrouded in secrecy. It's not very transparent. That was why people like Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president and the presidential candidate of the PDP in the last election, had called them out to be transparent. Even in the issue of this environmental impact assessment, you saw how Umahi was trying to belittle the reporter because he didn't want to give an answer to the key question: did you get the environmental impact assessment clearance before you start the project? Of course they didn't get, because if they did, they would have known ab initio not to pass through the new route they created and follow the originally gazetted route for the project. That's Nigeria that we are living in. Leaders that have scant regard for due process and rule of law. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.